Welcome to tonight's episode of Lama Tables.
We're not driving.
We're not riding. We're not scoot. Lama Talks?
Number chats.
Lama Chats? that may work. I think we'll still call it Lama Drives because I'm in the driver's seat. Tonight, covering off day 3 here in Adelaide for our Tour Down Under 2023 experience. We've been out on the bikes today. Today was hills.
Oh, there were hills.
The roads are so good though. Okay, so Yvonne, your ride today, what was that? That was the Rapha Adelaide Escape.
Yes, Rapha Escape Adelaide. It was about, well, to and from the accommodation, it was a full 70 Ks in the hills. So it was a big day out and it was quite warm today. We hit a top of 35, 38 degrees.
It wasn't hot. It was almost hot, not mildly.
That means you're acclimatizing, because a lot of people would say that's unreasonably hot.
Yeah. Well, we're getting used to it. The Saturday was really, really hot, and tomorrow's going to be even worse. Tomorrow, 33 degrees Celsius by 9 a.m. So it's a dry heat too. So it's really hard to have enough water on the bike to rehydrate. Even after riding, we've just got to drink. So challenging conditions, and even for the riders too, for the final stage of the Women's Santos Tour Down Under.
Yeah.
Should be a good watch. So your ride today, you had the camera on the front, the GoPro session.
Yes, it's been a while since I've had cameras on the front of the bike, so I actually forgot to turn it on a few times. I'm there going, this is so beautiful. Oh, yeah.
Let's capture the
I
footage.
should have turned on the camera. Yeah, or I forgot to turn it off and we've just got people's legs. Or
and unfortunately, when Von did get home for me to go through the footage and grab some still shots and some movies and things, there was one little speck right on the lens. But it was, if you have a speck high or low or this was right dead center, and it was such a small, and it was anyhow, we got some still shots out of that, so that was okay.
That might be some like fast descent or something you can use.
Now, my ride today, my plans didn't go quite to plan. I was heading out Gorge Road to do Corkscrew. And now this is one of the rides that I do solo by myself over here. We're over here for the whole week. We've done this for the last 10 or 11 years, minus COVID. And it's always busy. There's always people to talk to. You're catching up with. I'm having business meetings in elevators and just everywhere all the time. It's nice to get out and just ride by yourself on the nice, beautiful, smooth roads. The roads are just brilliant conditions. So today I'm out. I was going to do Corkscrew. I took the cameras out with me. I was going to talk you guys through Corkscrew. I was going to film it and do the Climb Pro on the Hammerhead to show that working and everything like that. It was over before it even began. There was a fire up the road closed. I put the sign up here on screen. Had to turn around and throw away the predefined route that I had on the Garmin. So I was using Garmin Climb Pro as well. And as we know, Garmin Climb Pro only works with a predefined route. And because I was now freestyling, nothing worked. Delete the routes, go on your own. And this is where the Karoo 2 came into its own.
Nice.
It does the climber free riding. So when I hit up, I was going to hit up Norton Summit, but that was very busy, as expected this time of year. So I hit up Old Norton Summit, which was busy with cars and a few trucks going past. But it was still nice and quiet. A lot of shade on Old Norton Summit as well this morning.
Yeah, that would have been better.
And I just happened to pass you as well. I saw your group.
Yeah, we intersected at the top of Norton's there.
Someplace starting with A. Ashton.
At the top of Norton Summit.
Yeah, I'll put an arrow on screen here. Look, both of our rides will be over on Strava. I'll put links below if you just want to check them out. A few photos put up there, some of the efforts that we did. And if you're ever coming to Adelaide, some good routes to do. So that was one of the rides that I wanted to do, which was Corkscrew, which I didn't get done. Another one is Bel Air. I love Bel Air climb and over the back to Lofty Lookout. So that's on the cards. Not tomorrow because it's going to be too hot.
Yeah, my ride today was kind of like a Adelaide greatest hits style ride with some really cool climbs, some great descents.
With a ride leader. It was
we had ride leader, Matt Oakley from Adelaide here. He also runs Bar Torino. Fantastic food and wine. So we actually rode past several wineries that we then had some wine with our lunch afterwards. So we had like a 6-course lunch with 3 different wines with it to taste.
Just a little bit of wine.
Just a little bit. Well,
Right.
we went full glasses, yeah,
Okay.
but yeah, it was really, really lovely escape from
Right.
work and everyday life. And yeah, but I'm going to tell everyone there was a lot of vert in that, so check out the routes. We didn't do all of the gravel bits because we had to get back in time for lunch. There was only one main gravel climb, which is very doable on a road bike. Yeah, nice and sweet.
I'm not a fan of what would you call it? Led rides on road bikes going to gravel sections. I don't road bikes on gravel unless you've got the right tires. A lot of road bikes have actual race tires. I know you've got the KDX race tires on, and I said to everyone, good luck. See how you go. You went okay.
Yeah, I was
Tuneless.
fine. We were riding with Mitch Docker, who was on his new Specialized bike with the 38s.
38s on a road. It's a road.
Absolutely the widest rims I've seen on a SL7, and they had ballooned out on the Roubaix. He was even running Roubaix Pros, I'm pretty sure, on them. And he said that he didn't have as many or any punctures as Peter and everyone else on the because they did like a gravel pilgrimage from Ballarat to Adelaide.
1,100 Ks it was, wasn't it?
Crazy.
Yeah.
But
Lots of punctures on that ride for them.
yeah, they went through some really dry conditions. But yes, so he said that his tyres were great for the roads as well, the surfaces that we've had.
Good, because the posts I was seeing from that ride from Rat to Adelaide was not a good advertisement for bike packing, adventuring, or having a good time in general. It was just Punctureville.
Yeah.
But okay, it's good to hear that good tyres and the right equipment. Now, speaking of pro spotting, Mitch Docker, now the pros, the men's are in town, both pros, women and men are in town, obviously. But the men are here. They come in a week early. You have to acclimatise for these conditions. Pro spotting. Now, it's not uncommon for pros to go out riding in groups with their team car behind.
It's like a training camp after the...
Yeah.
What's the original crit that they held in town called?
The Strava Classic or the Cancer Classic or something like that. Yeah.
So after that, they will usually try and do a few little training camps and little bits and pieces.
There'll be one training camp and multiple rides. Yes.
That's the
They camp in the same spot for the whole 2 or 3 weeks. They're all out of the one hotel, which is why they love this, because it's one central location. Every day you come back to the same hotel. You dump the bike in the same place. It's all rather than go from place to place to place to place to place. It's and a lot of pros have said, that's why they like coming over to Adelaide and the weather. So pro spotting, Von, who did you see out on the road today? Teams?
Well, at the T intersection of our little grav climb, we saw Team UAE come through like a roller coaster, which was pretty fun to watch. They were keeping together pretty well because we were just off Lofty.
Hang on. If we're going to do some pro analysis, we need to pull in Lanton Rouge. Who we've had keeping together pretty well. We need to pull in Patrick to do some analysis of how they're going.
There was one guy off the back that I was heckling. I went, that guy needs to do more work. And then once, it is Lofty that has the 3 antennas at the top, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. They're nearby, Yep.
So that's up the top. So as we
behind us.
Descended down from there, we saw Astana coming up.
So you had UAE, Astana.
Yep. And then when we got off the freeway climb, we saw TdU. And so like I'm sitting on the front with my other little RCC members going doo-doo-doo back into town. I turn around, Mitch Docker's on the back chatting to all the FDJ guys. I'm like, oh geez, could they pull a turn?
All right, you beat me in the pro spotting then. I saw a Trek Sigafredo as I was descending Greenhill.
Okay.
Now I will play my Greenhill descent at the end of this video. It's about 10 minutes of descent. I'll put it in the video chapter below.
It out. Yeah.
I'll be padding the video out. It's all about content. January on YouTube is horrendous for monetization or anything. So I'll pad out the video with a good descent. Again, video description below, or the little chapters you'll see below if you want to skip to that, or skip over it once we've finished chatting. But I'm going to stick it at the end. Nice, beautiful descent. But I did see Trek Sigafredo on that. I also saw Team Ineos in town. Didn't have the camera on though. You cannot miss Plappy riding Ineos, bit of a darker blue and red. Plappy, bright white, Aussie stripes.
Oh, you had it on?
Oh, yeah, had the
because
whole
he
kit
couldn't
on.
in the cancer.
That's a crit. He's not a crit champion. Yeah. So he's
he
riding,
didn't have
he
it
was
in
out
that.
riding on the road.
But I noticed it on the bike because he has the Australian champ bike. So yeah, that's
so he saw a pup. So yep, that was all good. Now speaking of spotting, technology spotting.
yes.
Now GCN Tech are over here. They've covered the bikes top to bottom, same as what DC Ramaker would do when he's in town. About group sets, power meters, head units, etc., etc. GCN have covered that.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm looking at, what are the people running? That's what's important. That's who watch my channel. I don't think many pros watch the channel, but what are the people riding? Now, just as an observation, and this really was an eye-opener yesterday, when we're coming in just up here, what's that road at the Anzac Highway?
Anzac Highway.
We had about 13 or 14 of us when you were on the back,
Mm-hmm.
and then it started to split, and I sort of moved my way to the front. There's only 6 of us left at the last intersection right up here. Stopped at the intersection, 6 of us sort of like battling away at the front, and I'm like, let's see what sort of pedals we were running. Asioma. I had a set of Asioma. So the 6 of us, the guy behind me, guess what he was running?
Look.
No, nobody runs Look. What are you doing? He also had Asioma. So 4 of the 6 had Asiomas. And I made mention, I'm like, does anybody not run Asioma? And the guy behind me is like, yeah, this guy in front's got 2 pairs of them. He doesn't want to change it between bikes. And I'm like, yeah, well, you can save yourself a couple of minutes. Buy 2 pairs. Really interesting, and like at a consumer level, that's what people are running. Head unit wise, a lot of 520s still floating around.
Oh yeah.
A lot of a lot of the push to update to these newer head units. As I'm talking about the real-time climb pro on the Karoo 2, the solar on the 1040, all those extra features. People are like, you know what? I just want it to turn on power, distance, upload to Strava. Well, maybe not even power. Just give me distance, cadence, heart rate. Give me the basics. So people are still a lot of the older units, but the batteries on those must be getting pretty
GPS.
low. You're running the 1030 this week, as we mentioned in the other video. 1030 Plus. How's that going?
It was lovely. I just can't believe how fast the map moves.
Right, because you were coming from the 1030,
amazing.
which is getting a little old in the processing power.
It's just amazing.
Yep.
And the contrast on it's great too, because the screens have improved since the 1030.
You haven't used the Karoo yet, have you, on the head unit? Like the
No.
brightness of that is just glaring. However, it did go from 47% to 25% today.
Oh, poor battery.
It's
Yeah.
we all know. We know that one. Look, speaking of tech, Bike Expo is in town. I haven't done a walkthrough of the Bike Expo. I might put up something on Insta, maybe a little snippet here and there.
Okay.
I haven't done a walkthrough just yet. A lot of well-known brands showcasing their wares. It's not quite a Euro bike. In fact, it's not even close to a Euro bike. But all the good brands, known brands, we have the Garmins, we have the Shimanos, we have the... name the brand that you know of. Well, they're here.
Yeah, I saw Zip Wheels.
Zip Wheels are here. They're all the importers who gather all the products together and import them to Australia are here showcasing their wares. Some are selling goods, some are not.
Mm-hmm.
I think all of them need to have consumables for sale. We went into Shimano, wanted some blue cleats.
Should have got them earlier.
And Shimano didn't have any blue cleats. So, funny story. You went and bought some blue cleats today before your ride or just after your ride. How much did you pay for those?
Oh, it was just under $30, just $29.
Online they're about $23. So okay, a bit of TdU tax. I thought I'd do the great husband thing and get one a set of blue cleats and bring them home. I went into a bike store and it was $40 for a pair of blue cleats. So let's not talk about accessibility and consumables and the cost of goods. $40 for a set of cleats. That's
a lot of.
Anyhow, we have a spare. We have 2 spares. We have 1 spare set of blue cleats now. Great. Pity I can't run them. I run different pedals. But other than that, if you want a set of, say, Vittoria tyres, Pirelli tyres, Schwabel, is that the right pronunciation?
Yep. So lots of gloop sealant.
Goop sealant, yeah. Yep. So if you're running tubeless over here and have a problem, what else? A lot of kit for sale, gloves, hydration, nutrition. So it's good to see. If you forget things, you can buy them there. But some companies aren't selling things; they're just doing the showcase. But it's a bit of a hybrid, sort of an expo / consumer expo. May do a walkthrough later on. We'll see how we go. Speaking of which, I think the hardest job here this week at the expo is the indoor cycling shows because the weather is brilliant. I mean, it might be a bit warm, but early morning you can get out, late night you can get, like right now, brilliant to go for a ride.
Beautiful.
The roads are clear, clean, fantastic to ride on. And there are quite a few indoor training companies here trying to just showcase their wares. And I mean, the interest is a little bit there, but it's going to be a tough one. So we have Garmin here with their tax products. We have Wahoo here with kickers and their acquired RGT platform. Elite, Cassins here. Cassins are the importer of Elite products. They're here. And Zwift are here as well with Zwift and the Jet Black trainers. They also have a kicker bike on the stand too.
Yep, saw that there.
Tough job though, because the outdoor riding is very, very good. But what Von said before is, look, I'd go in and check it out to be in the air conditioning.
Yeah, I was being a bit smart, but yeah, realistically, that's where you go to cool off.
They have fans with water, mist fans.
Yeah.
It's that hot here of the afternoon, but all good. The women's racing, I had my money on, well, I didn't have any money on, so to speak, I had my money on, I don't bet, on Spratty.
Okay.
Amazing attack in the last few Ks. She was brought back though. I was hoping to see her nab the jersey today in the women's race, but wasn't so. Maybe tomorrow. I think they go up Corkscrew. Is it Corkscrew tomorrow? I'll have to have a look.
double check it because yeah, I think I'll be watching it in the air conditioning tomorrow.
Tomorrow's going to be a not a day off. It's always a day of adventures and fun and work and everything while we're here.
Yeah.
But they do show it on the big screens at the media centre.
Cool.
So maybe go to the media centre and watch from there.
Yeah.
Oh, Von doesn't have a... Maybe get you a media pass.
Next year.
They have free red frogs. I got a handful of red frogs today, which is great. That's about it. I'll load up my descent video of Greenhill Road coming up. Again, that's it for our chat. Von, any other topics? I do appreciate people watching these. I just thought I'd sort of bang a ton of content together while we're over here. We've got the time to put it together. We're max free for a week.
That's fun. Yeah.
Yes. And I took the 2 weeks off between Christmas and New Year's as well, which I should have crammed everything between there because that's where YouTube really rewards you. But it was a good time off to get the Festive 500 done.
We should go check out like the little pop-ups that have come to town as well. So
I haven't
There's
even.
the milk bar for Peddler. There's the Specialized Chateau.
I want an Evade 3. That's on my list.
Yep.
Mark it down. I want an Evade 3 helmet.
The Rapha one, of course, that I went to today. Contour.
They have a release for gravel bike coming up too, don't they? Or some...
Yeah, the Chapter 2 team.
Okay.
I met with them this morning, the owner.
Yep.
And yeah, good story to tell. Actually.
Are they New Zealand?
Yeah, they are.
Right. That's all I know about.
Yeah, they've got road bike, an ultralight climbing bike, and
God,
they're releasing their new gravel bike.
You want to know a secret? I'm about 8 kilos or 9 kilos. You can kind of tell up from my race weight and on the hills. Even though I'm on a really nice
hills,
bike.
I am going great on descending, so I got a personal record today.
One spins around to a positive. Here I am going, I suck at climbing at the moment because of my weight.
No, but the descending, like, as I was saying to you...
Oh, my video's coming up. Don't ruin the pleasure of people watching my descent video.
No, your descent video is great, but I got a personal record today. I'm going to say it for the 4th time, because down the freeway.
Oh, you went down the freeway?
Yeah, I went the old freeway.
Oh, that is three lanes of just beautifulness. And you're on disc brakes now. Again, Fawn, can you tell us the benefits of disc brakes again? They just freaking work.
Yeah.
One, like, you've got the power of like this.
And I've got those new brake pads you put in, that extra squishiness.
Resin pads rather than... Yep, okay. And they're good?
Oh, it's just like... There's braking where you need it.
Well, again, because we've been coming over here I am saying, we're wrapping up, and then talking on for another 10 minutes. We were coming over at 2010, 2011, coming over. Now, we had our race bikes back then. We were running 23mm tyres, caliper brakes. I was running carbon with carbon clinchers, and they were just a freaking nightmare in these hills. To now come over and think about those times, and we're now running wider tyres, discs, hydro discs.
Yeah.
I'm even running a Cadex AR bars, which is the gravel bars, so and the bent in. The experience is just so much better. The equipment that we have here, and as I was saying, talking to Patrick from Lanton Rouge the other day, like the equipment it gets expensive, but people have such better bikes now.
Yeah.
Such better bikes, and the wheel tech as well.
Definitely.
I'm saying the roads are brilliant around here. They've probably always been this great. But now we're running, rather than running 120 psi, 110, we're running 60 psi.
Yeah.
Because we're on hookless, tubeless. You're running the Rovals?
I'm running Rovals, yeah, with the race tyres.
Yeah, but they blow out to 28, 29 mil versus, yeah.
Yeah, no, they're great. But last time we were here...
Wax chain too,
3 years
wax
ago.
chain. Talk about the wax chain.
Wax chain was amazing. I was a little bit worried that it was sitting in like 30 to 40 degree heat and that the wax would melt off it for like the hour or so I was at lunch. The other thing I wanted to mention was that we were here 3 years ago and I was doing bike testing at that time. I was trying out the Cervelos, the Canyons and this and that to try and find my bikes that I've found. So I do have my Cervelo Aspero for gravel and I've got my beautiful Specialized. Which is even Mitch was like saying, "Hey, that's a really nice bike." And I'm like, I keep it very nice.
The paint job of that one. That is the Specialized. It's the SL6.
Yeah, it is an SL6 with a custom. Oh, it's not custom paint job, but they only
quite
did
a unique.
limited.
Yeah, there's quite a unique paint job.
Limited.
Yeah, it does get quite a few heads turned, and you've got those elite bottle cages that match the matchy. So cool. Yeah, Vaughn's all about the matchy. When we were packing to come over, Vaughn even said, "Hey, all of my jerseys, I've put the matching socks in the back of every jersey, so I've got the socks ready for each day." That's a lot of planning. That's good planning.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
I've got no idea. I'm just whatever's clean. And later in the week, I can tell you nothing's going to be clean. I might be riding solo quite a bit. All right, cool. We'll wrap it up there. It's getting dark. It's 8:25. I'll load up this descent video of Greenhill Road. Goes for about 10 minutes or so, and I've got a little Karoo. I couldn't record the head unit from the Garmin because the recording ability has been taken away. Damn it. So the Karoo is what you get. On screen, you'll have the map. You'll have the speed. Yeah, it's quite slow, actually. I don't think I topped over 70 or 75. It was pretty slow, and I got caught up with cars at the end. And you'll have my heart rate too, which I thought, this would be interesting to heart rate. How low can I get my heart rate doing this descent? Early on, it was quite high because you do a bit of pedaling through the corners, but when you have to let off the brakes, I think I got down to about 130 BPM. I've seen under 100 on descents like that. You can relax. The roads are big, open, wide roads. You don't have to do too much work on the bike to do the cornering. It's just, and the hydro brakes, you're not fighting the bike. You're not having to overthink okay, how hot are the brakes? How are they going to perform? They just work every single time. I love disc brakes.
Till they don't.
Have I said that? And until they don't, until they scream, and then I forgot to change the pads. Anyway, enough banter. Thanks for watching. Vaughn, we shall see you in the next video. Yes, quite possibly. I'll be here all week. Time for ice creams. Okay, I said time for coffee about 5 times yesterday.
Did we get a coffee? We did get a coffee. It was a bit later on though. Yeah.
We got lots of coffee. It's all good. Okay, time for ice creams now though.
That sounds great.
Done deal. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. Thanks, Vaughn.
Thank you.